Safeguarding is central to every single thing that is done to a school. As a teacher, you need to ensure that every child that has come in is safe and happy. If you have any concerns, make sure you speak to the designated safeguarding lead. Follow the appropriate procedures and they will be shared with you even before the start of the school day. Many schools now do this as you are registering at the front office, and they will have their safeguarding policy available. However, if you know which school you're going to, make a point of reading the safeguarding policy online. Know it thoroughly, because when you go in, you will be responsible for the children. One of the things that's really important is that you understand each child. If there is any children that you need to take a special care of, that should be outlined in the teacher's note, or a senior person should have told you about them straight away. It might be that they have complex needs. It might be that they have a background which involves child protection. It might be that they have a particular need within their family. So it's really important that you find out straight away who are those children. Keep a vigilant eye on all children and ensure that they are safe at all times. Also, one of the things that supply teachers or long-term or short-term teachers aren't introduced to is the fire drill. Make a point of, when you go to the office straight away, that you ask what are the fire drill procedures. It's really important, because actually a fire drill could occur while you are in the classroom. It's important that you're well prepared and you are aware of what to do in the event of an emergency. The other thing that's really important in safeguarding children is ensure that you're never left alone in a room. That is regardless of whether you're a temporary teacher or you're a permanent teacher. It's really important that you safeguard yourself. Make sure that you do not touch the child, regardless of what the situation is. And if necessary, ask for help, or if you wish to talk to a child, have another adult with you, a trusted adult that doesn't overwhelm the child but can actually speak. If you're a temporary teacher, make sure that you speak to one of the senior teachers to ask for help. It might be an issue that you do not know about, or the child has a history of challenges that they have more of an expertise of. So please make sure you safeguard yourself. Ensure also, if you are giving out sanctions, you follow the behaviour policy. Every school has a behaviour policy that the children are used to, and make sure it is reasonable and it measures with the actions that the child has done. Most important thing though is to make sure that the child is given the right to earn back and given the opportunity to succeed. So while they might have had a difficult session with you in the morning, it's about making sure you re-engage with them and actually allow them to restart their education. Even if you're there for a day, you have the ability to create a relationship with the child, with the staff, and ensure that both you and the child or the children have a successful day. The other thing that you need to do is make sure that you work at a reasonable pace. That doesn't mean taking away from the excellence, it's making sure that you look after yourself. That means giving yourself time to reflect, making sure you've had breakfast. I know it's stating the obvious, but those things matter when you're doing a physically demanding and mentally demanding job like teaching. It's making sure that you are ready right from the start. If you are going to schools, make sure you have a lunch or have the ability to buy school lunch. You have coins in your pocket. I know this is really obvious, but as teachers, we often think, oh, we'll skip lunch and get some more marking. In the end, it does pay, because it affects your physical well-being, but it also affects your mental well-being. A fit teacher and a happy teacher can only be great for the children. Also, make sure that all times you've left notes with whatever has happened. If there is a behaviour incident that you've had to deal with, make sure you have left notes, and also make sure you have shared that with your agency, as they are the ones who are your employers, and they will be the ones who liaise with the school if a difficulty has occurred. The other thing is, get to know the parents even on the day. Ask somebody like the teaching assistant to be, if they know or you should be aware of any particular parents who might find change difficult. It's all these transitions that are really key in ensuring that you have a successful day, but will protect your well-being and that of the children's.